Hello everybody, I'd like to explain once more how to emulate two dice with three indistinguishable dice given. In contrast to my other video where I made an explanation using geometric shapes and triangles and stuff, this one will be different. The triangle explanation was very helpful to see that exactly 6 cases were grouped into one output case as required, but maybe that's a bit hard to do by heart in your mind. You might know how to do it on a sketchpad, but really doing it in your mind might be simpler with the method I describe now, which is totally equivalent. It makes the very same decisions, but with different means. I use only simple arithmetic operations and comparisons. So here it's represented as a flowchart. We start by rolling 3 dice, of course, and then we check how many different values do we see. The answer is either 1 or 2 or 3, and depending on the outcome we proceed differently. If there's only one value, we always output 3 and 6 and are done. If there are 2 different values, say x and y, we output x and y and are done. And if there are 3 different values, all 3 dice show different values, then our next question is, do all have the same parity? Are they all odd or are they all even? Or do we have mixed parity? So there's another yes or no question. If the answer is yes, so we either have all odd or all even, then we let x be the smallest of these values and output x and x plus 3 and are done. So you will see that x can only be 1 or 2, so we either output 1 and 4 or 2 and 5, and together with the 3 and 6 that we had in the other case, this covers every output with a difference of 3 once. So the next case is that we do not have the same parity for all dice, and so then the next question is, can we find 2 dice that differ by exactly 3 in their values? Another yes or no question, of course. So if the answer is yes, we know that we have 3 dice where one is value x and another is x plus 3. Those are the ones with difference 3, and the third die shows some other number y. So we then check, is y strictly between x and x plus 3? If yes, then we output y and x plus 3, and if no, we output x and y. In both cases we are done. Remains the case that we cannot find a difference of 3, and then we remember that we had not all of the same parity. That means we have either 1 odd and 2 even values, or 1 even and 2 odd values. We let x be the one with a special parity. That is either the only odd or the only even value of all 3 values, and then we output x and x again, double x, and are done. This completes all cases and the full flowchart. And here we have the same flowchart on one slide with some abbreviations so that it fits on the slide, but it's not too complicated. We have up to 4 checks to make, and they are very simple, and the actions based on the checks and check results are not too difficult. I think this is still something that you can memorize and then perform in your head to produce 2 dice from 3 indistinguishable dice. So I left out here the distinguishable part, so I didn't write this is the red die and this is the green die, but if you remember my other video, you will know that we can say that the small die is the red one if we go by the two different values path, the second from the left in this last slide, and in all other cases we say that the red die is the larger value, or in case of equal values it doesn't matter anyway. So this is the flowchart version of my solution to the 3 indistinguishable dice puzzle, and once again I thank you for watching.